All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again to step in the ring with the greatest tag team in podcast history. Just Freaking Wrestling, the JFW podcast, hosted by Travis D.
I'm Dizzle J.
And what a weekend we have in front of us. We got NXT Takeover Philadelphia, and we have the Royal Rumble.
I can't wait. Royal Rumble's always my favorite time of the year.
Oh, yeah. One of my favorite, not only pay-per-views, but matches. And it's awesome because it's like the kickoff 2018.
Oh, yeah. It's just the beginning of the new year. It's just like all the stories are going to collide and just go into one big, and then it leads to WrestleMania.
Yeah. This weekend is the road to WrestleMania. So, super excited show. We're going to do our predictions and everything. Because, it feels weird because, I don't think we've done a prediction match in a bit. Because I don't remember doing one in, December and shit.
We did one, but I don't think we've done... I think the last one we did was Survivor Series.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a bit. It feels like a while.
It does feel like a while.
So, but yeah, no, exciting show. We're talking about the matches from both shows. I'm really super excited about the NXT card, especially with them kind of going extreme, being in Philadelphia with the whole ECW feel. Really excited about the Royal Rumble because they are making history with the first ever full women's Royal Rumble match.
It's about time for that.
Yeah. I have a few thoughts that I think would make it better. So, but actually, it's like
Bra and Panties Royal Rumble,
right? Yeah, and I was like, they just announced the Divas Royal Rumble just to get back. But before we get into that, this past Monday was the 25th anniversary of Raw, and it sucked.
I didn't even watch it after everybody's reviews of it.
Yeah, really, there's no point. It was hot garbage. Like the entire thing, both arenas, the entire show, all hot garbage.
We had talked about before how they did the one WrestleMania from two different venues, and that failed miserably.
Yes.
So why would you try it again? Why not just do 1 week at the Barclays Center, and then the next week at wherever the fuck else they had it at?
Because, Vince McMahon wants to make money. I think that's the only reason they did the two venues. It's like they want to have the original venue, but they know it doesn't hold enough people. So it's dumb. It doesn't make any sense to me. What if they wanted to really make the Barclays or the Barclays? No, the Manhattan Center was the original, right?
I thought it was Barclay.
It don't matter. I'm tired.
No, it doesn't matter.
No, I'm fucking half asleep here anyways. So this is the show you're getting, folks. If they really wanted to use the original venue as part of the 25th anniversary, they should have made that like an all NXT episode.
Oh, that would have been cool.
I thought that would have been nice. But instead, they got 205 Live the whole time, except for a couple matches here and there. I think maybe 2 matches, which you saw the Woken Matt Hardy take on Bray Wyatt, which you saw Bray Wyatt win. But that match was kind of a stinker.
Really?
It was. Yeah, it wasn't pleasant. It kind of killed me on the Woken Matt Hardy thing.
Man.
Yeah, it was kind of sad. It's that. Yeah, it's a giant turd of a match. I won't lie. I'll be upfront and honest.
I mean, it's all we ever are.
Yeah, sorry, Bray. Match sucked.
The fuck.
Yeah, the finish just kind of seemed like it was sloppy. Was garbage. The Revival taking on the Balor Club, I guess they're calling themselves now. I guess that's really going to be a thing.
We all know how much you love that.
Yeah, I like the idea of them being together, but Balor Club just seems dumb. They just call themselves the Club. I'm okay with that.
You would think that these two guys who were probably in the ring a lot longer than Finn Balor, and now they're going to follow Finn Balor. Yeah,
I think that's goofy, but. Whatever they feel is going to work, I guess. But I like the idea of them 3 being together. I would love it more if they were on the same show with AJ and AJ got part of it. But knowing WWE and what they like to do, that if they run with this Balor Club idea, somebody who's not a original Bullet Club member is eventually going to join this club. They did the same thing with Booker T with NWO.
Right.
They did the same thing with Jim D'Ambo Neidhart for DX. It's just a bunch of goofy shit, whether it runs through or not. But either way, the matches weren't that great. Jerry the King Lawler had so much fun at the 25th anniversary show that he fell asleep.
I saw the pictures, him and Jim Ross.
Yep, everyone was chanting refund. I heard that video was viral.
Wow.
I heard the matches did not live up to the cost of them tickets.
I mean, I've heard nothing but bad. Like my cable was out, so I couldn't record it, and my buddy recorded it for me. So when I go over there, maybe today or tomorrow, I can watch it. But now I don't even want to watch it.
Yeah, no, it wasn't good. I mean, The Miz did win his IC title back, which I mean that was probably like one of the highlights of the show. The Undertaker, God, I can't talk.
Maybe you should have finished your coffee before we started the show.
That coffee is too hot to drink right now. The Undertaker did make his first return or first appearance in WWE since his WrestleMania match with Roman Reigns last year. So it was good to see him again. Wasn't a big fan of his cloak. I was kind of hoping, well, a lot of things I was hoping for in the 25th anniversary, because they're trying to do a lot of old school meets new school stuff. I would have loved if Vince actually went out and was part of the commentating again.
Oh, that'd have been cool.
Right? He actually went back out and was part of the commentating team.
With the yellow jacket?
Yeah, something that, because they gave back that old school original Raw idea. And when the Undertaker came out, he came out with his old Undertaker look, that big ass blue goofy tie, trench coat, the old hat and everything. I thought that would be pretty cool. The segment between Lesnar, Braun, and Kane, it was very lackluster for me. I mean, all it was them all coming out, Kane getting F5'd, and then Brock being put through a table, and that was about it. There was really no excitement.
I feel like I've watched the show now.
Yeah, Stone Cold came out, the first segment of the show. Vince comes out. Stephanie and Shane award him with a plaque from a GoFundMe. They purchased it through a GoFundMe they started. Which, if you're the McMahons, you really don't need a GoFundMe to afford to buy a plaque. So that was kind of dumb. Austin came out. He gave Shane 2 stunners and Vince 1. Didn't talk whatsoever and just drink beer, which typically Stone Cold doesn't have to say anything. You come out, you stun a McMahon, and you walk out. But it was just so, it was boring. It was just so fucking boring. And I mean, I don't know.
That's terrible. I was expecting Attitude Era versus the new
something new,
Yeah,
Yeah, Razor Ramon came back, which was pretty cool.
How did he look?
He looked about the same as his Hall of Fame induction. I mean, he looks good.
Right.
He doesn't look like he fell back into his old ways, but he looked pretty cool. I didn't like the fact that he was wearing the Scott Hall suit jacket with the red blood looking drip paint. Wasn't a big fan of that. I was kind of hoping for more of a Razor, kind of look the big chains and shit like that. Maybe saying a Chico here or there.
Hey yo.
Yeah, something, but they didn't have that. It just
I saw the New Age Outlaws were there.
Yeah. They were there.
I mean, I know Billy Gunn was fired for a while because they had found
steroids, yeah.
Steroids.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, if they really commit to that whole policy and everything. Roman, he's through those allegations right now where a steroid dealer got arrested, and he says he has proof that he sells Roman Reigns.
And quite a few other Hollywood stars also.
Yeah.
Including Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, so probably not a good week for him. Not a good week for Enzo either.
No, poor. I mean, I don't want to say poor Enzo, but
he's a rapist. So
yeah,
alleged
rapist.
Alleged. I don't know because I wasn't there. But yeah, Enzo lost his job. They decided to let him go.
And the same week, Rick Swann gets cleared.
I know, right?
And he's back. I'm sure he'll be back from suspension.
Yeah. I'm waiting for a conspiracy video to come out where they say that the only reason Enzo was accused of rape was to get all the heat off of Rick Swann to get him to come back. Conspiracies starting right now.
Ooh.
Because I bet as soon as the Enzo accusations came out, no one gave a fuck about what Rick Swann did.
I forgot all about Rick Swann.
Exactly. Right? That was the plan, sleight of hand and magicians and shit. But no, yeah, I mean, we'll see. I haven't read too much into the Rick Swann thing. If WWE's going to bring him back anytime soon or anything. But as it looks right now, Enzo's going through his accusations. A lot of people say that all it is accusations, just wrong place, wrong time stuff. And from what I hear is the girl that accused him has, accused someone else of rape, almost basically a same exact scenario, something like that. So, we'll see what happens. I mean, with what's happening in Hollywood, with all the, the other guys.
Oh yeah, all the sexual abuse. Or,
sexual
harassment.
Yeah, I definitely see why WWE took the actions they did now because of, how big that situation's grown in Hollywood. So I mean, we'll see what happens for Enzo. I mean, either he's gonna, follow Sexy Star and not be, bookable ever again, or. I don't think, even if he's clear, I don't see WWE really hiring him back.
I see him going to Impact then, and which I don't think he'll be able to keep up with the X Division at all.
No. I see him more of a Ring of Honor guy.
Well, he'll even have more of a hard time keeping up with those guys.
I think he'd wrestle like the older Ring of Honor guy, like Jay Lethal.
Jay Lethal's still on top of his game.
Okay, I just assumed he was old.
Well, he is old, but he's still...
Does he still move?
Huh?
Does he still move and shit? Yeah, in the ring? Oh. I don't know. I haven't seen a Jay Lethal match in...
he was champion, years. I think, last year for a while.
Yeah, I know he was definitely champion, but I mean, fucking so was David Arquette, so... Yeah, I mean, that don't really...
I try to remove that.
Vince McMahon was champ. Jinder Mahal was champ.
Jinder Mahal's. That's better than David Arquette.
Let's not base.
This is the second week in a row you brought up David Arquette.
Well, I'm just saying they don't base his wrestling, experience and career and his ability to wrestle based on holding a championship.
I mean, Vince Russo was champion too.
Fucking China was IC champion. So I mean, let's.
Well, that's legitimate.
Let's pump the brakes there.
That's legitimate.
Oh, he's so great because he was a champion. Yeah.
Way to dick this up, man.
I'm just saying, man. I'm not saying Jay Lethal is horrible. I'm just saying you can't base how he can wrestle on the title.
True, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
I mean, fuck. Bully Ray was heavyweight champion of TNA,
I thought that was a long time coming.
It definitely was a long time it happened, so.
Too bad he had to have the force of those Nates behind him to get there.
I wish that storyline worked out. I love that storyline.
I did. What to me is always, they rushed into unmasking everybody.
Yeah, they tried to, it looked like they put almost like a year's worth of storyline. They tried to cram in 3 months.
Right.
And that's the part I did not like about it. Because, I mean, you had this whole mystery thing going, and then you just ruined it by just oh, this guy's getting unmasked this week. Here's 2 more this week. Here's this and here's that. And all of a sudden, Devon's in win or you're fired match. And all of a sudden now he's gone. And it's what the fuck are they doing to these people? But I don't know. We don't got time for that.
No.
We got a lot of matches to go over. We got a lot of talking to go over. We'll hit NXT Takeover before we hit the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
So
start with the minor league.
So
I don't even know what I kind of don't even consider them a minor league anymore.
In a sense of the shows they put on, I definitely don't see them as minor league.
No.
But with the technical developmental that they are considered, right. So I mean, I can still see that. I can still see the minor league as being a good example or whatever it's fucking called.
They'd be the top of the minor league.
Yeah, they're definitely above a Ring of Honor kind of minor league. Definitely anyways, so we'll kind of just dive into the matches real quick here. We got Cassius Ohno taking on the Velveteen Dream.
Oh no!
Exactly.
I like Ohno. I do.
I
big dude.
I like both these guys. I'm not a big fan of the name Velveteen Dream. It's just, it seems like, it kind of reminds you of that goofy ass rabbit from the stories when you were a kid. Like the Velveteen Rabbit.
Is it called the Velveteen Rabbit?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think it's Velveteen Rabbit. Gio. Not wrestling related, but you'll know.
Look up the Velveteen Rabbit.
Yeah. But see, the awesome thing about TNA is like, okay, so when you look at
NXT,
yeah, even though like our pay-per-view guesses, like we're hardly ever like right on what we decide.
Yeah,
it's kind of obvious on who should win that match.
Right.
When you look at NXT, like they have such an abundance of talent down there. Like anyone can win any match at any time.
I mean, from what I've watched of NXT, that's really what happens, and it'd be some of the guys I rarely hear of get a win over the guy I always hear about.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the shit?
Yeah. But from the way everything looks and from what we've seen over the last couple weeks, like this should be maybe the last takeover. Well, this definitely will be the last takeover for WrestleMania.
Right.
But this may be the last takeover before, like, Ricochet and War Machine and LeRae show up.
Ooh.
Because they should be coming soon. Even EC3.
Maybe James Storm.
Yeah. God, I'm excited for James Storm. Anyways, I guess we kind of do this like we do at the Royal Rumble. So if you had to choose between Cassius Ohno and the Velveteen Dream, who would you pick?
I'm gonna go Ohno. Because isn't his finisher like the Ohno a KO? I just like the name of his finisher. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, the Ohno KO.
It probably is. I'm trying to think, like, because, like, I'm trying to remember the last match he was in that I saw, because, like, I mean, like, I watch NXT TakeOver every time it comes on, but, like, I don't watch a whole lot of, like, Wednesday night NXT.
You know, I mean, I pretty much power watch when I watch NXT and I got time. I will power watch or binge watch, I guess is what you call it now.
We'll call Power Watch.
Let's call Power Watch.
Yeah, let's call Power Watch.
I power watch it and then
Power Watch it.
You know, I skip. There's a lot of promo in NXT, which I wish there was less of.
I'm glad that they do that. It helps them. It helps learn them for coming into the business.
Now, see, the thing I hate the most is showing me shit that happened earlier in the episode. Okay, if you're watching it on the network, chances
like replays and shit.
Yeah, chances are you've been watching it since the beginning of the show, and that's what pisses me off about Raw and SmackDown too. Because most people, I'm assuming that when you watch Raw or SmackDown, you're gonna watch it from the beginning to the end.
I get why they do it for Raw and SmackDown, because Raw and SmackDown are 2 hours and 3 hours long. NXT, I think, is still only an hour.
Right.
So if you can't remember shit within an hour, you either smoke too much or you're fucking drunk. Because, I mean, like, if you can't remember something that happened within 60 minutes...
It kills it.
Yeah.
Like, you get this vibe of a match. And...
But no, I like the promo idea, because, I mean, a lot of these guys that bring into NXT now... I mean, they're not, newbies who are being trained at NXT now. They are veterans from New Japan and TNA and Ring of Honor and, who spend like almost a decade in the Indies. I mean, they're guys who know how to wrestle now.
Right.
But they never had that platform like WWE to work on promos. I can see why they do the promo thing.
And I would just like to see this,
Yeah. I'm going to go with the Velveteen Dream, though. After seeing him with Aleister Black, I kind of see him as being, kind of a next major event victory kind of guy.
Cool.
I'm gonna go with venereal disease over here.
Venereal disease.
Yeah, I put VD. So.
VD. I'm sure the Dream's gonna appreciate that because he listens.
Yeah. Well, there's only one Dream, and that's the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Woo!
Yeah.
I don't remember his entrance.
It sounded like a sad train.
Well, he's dead, so it is sad.
R.I.P. Dusty Rhodes. All right, the Undisputed Era, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, who are your current NXT champions, they're taking on the Authors of Pain with Paul Ellering. Who I can see Paul being an inductee into the Hall of Fame this year. if they were going to like manager wise inductee.
He was a wrestler too at some point, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I don't remember him for his wrestling. John Laurinaitis was a wrestler at one point too. So was David Arquette.
Man.
I know, right? you can build up anyone at some point. You just use David Arquette as a reference.
The rage is so real with the David Arquette thing. That was like the height of my like love for wrestling.
I know. It's like who could want to be heavyweight championship after fucking David Arquette held it. But anyway, so we got the Undisputed Era taking on the Authors of Pain. The Undisputed Era is involved a lot in NXT shows, especially with Adam Cole being part of the faction. Probably one of the best factions that come out of NXT, alongside like Sanity, the Shield, which kind of formed in WWE, which is probably the best faction to come out of NXT. Granted, it didn't work within NXT that way, which
right.
I think it would have been nice if they kind of started like that in NXT. I think that storyline could have built, but at the same time, I guess you kind of realize you really didn't need to do it that way because the way they did it kind of worked. I'm just kind of like blabbering on now. So, anyways, who do you see? Who do you see winning between the Undisputed Era and the Authors of Pain?
Now we get to the Authors of Pain.
Yeah,
those guys are just brutal. They remind me of the two mutants at the end of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. They're just huge and beastly. Toka and Reza.
I don't even know why I even attempted to try to remember what that was because he kind of reminds.
I guess I got about 10 years on here.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do, sir.
Sir, fuck off.
When I think of the Authors of Pain, I think of the Monstars from Space Jam.
Nice.
Right? The thicker ones, not the lanky one or the short one or the one no one cares about, but the other two.
The one no one cares about.
There's always one Monstar no one gives a shit about.
Fuck that guy.
Right? Just a guy in the background. God, people are probably thinking this is the dumbest fucking show right now. Like, why the fuck did they talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Monstars, and fucking David Arquette?
You know why? Because we fucking came.
This is JFW. This is JFW. Fuck yeah. Fucking talk about panda bears and lice all night if we wanted to.
That's going to be the catchphrase for JFW. It's our fucking show.
This is our time. I'm going to go with the Undisputed Era just on the fact that it should be the Author of Pain, like logically because of their size. But I think the Undisputed Era kind of shows that they have ways and they do what they can to kind of keep
technical prowess.
Yeah. So I can see the Undisputed Era retaining their titles. I think when they do end up dropping it, I think that's going to be like when they get called up to the main roster, and I don't see that happening anytime soon. Well, Authors of Pain, I can see that happening before the Royal Rumble or before WrestleMania. I mean,
yeah, probably.
I mean, they've been down there for a while. They've been one of the top, tag teams. I mean, you said yourself earlier. You think Insanity might be brought up soon. Author of Pain have been roughly around the same time as Sanity.
I would love to see Authors of Pain versus The Bar.
Yeah. Or versus the Bludgeon Brothers.
Ooh. Or
War Machine coming in, taking on the Authors of Pain. I think there would be some good matches. A lot of big guys are coming into the WWE. Like a lot. Between the War Machine, the Bludgeon Brothers who are currently there, the Insanity. Obviously, Eric Young's not the bigger guy of that group, but,
It's kind of weird to think that Eric Young is the brains behind that operation.
I don't see it as, like, I don't know, like, I'm not too surprised about it, because, I mean, when you look at, TNA, he did have that, what was it called?
I mean, go right after Team Canada, and he was just this goofy little fucker.
Well, he did have that run when he was like the leader of like the United Nations or whatever the fuck that was. Yeah. He did. And he shaved his head in the middle of the ring like a psychopath.
I mean, his character really came into play in
Mhm.
TNA, and then he just blew me away. I thought he was going to be nothing. I really did for a minute, and then I started watching more and more, and he just started developing and it was amazing. Then I find out he got signed to NXT, and I was like, holy shit, this guy's actually going to do shit.
I don't want to do it, but I'm going to do it.
Oh god.
You know, people thought David Arquette was nothing.
Oh Jesus.
But he became world champion.
Fucking fired. You're fired.
Oh, no, I'm kidding. No, I loved Eric Young. I loved when he did his goofy thing. I loved when he finally got I don't know if it was the TNA title or the Impact title at that time, where the fuck they called it. I was really happy when he did that. I wasn't too thrilled when they made him one half of the TNA Knockout Tag Team Champions.
Oh, with the ODB.
Yeah, so I wasn't a big fan of that because it kind of just showed that those tag team titles were like useless.
Right.
You know, it was like the same thing when Ellsworth grabbed the suitcase at the first ever Money in the Bank. I mean, doing that like really bastardized that suitcase. You know, I'm glad they redid it. They kind of like, you know, clear that history, but I mean, when you do stuff like that, and it is completely different than what I mentioned earlier about China winning the IC title. I don't think that ruined the title in any way. If anything, it really boosted her. But, I mean, when you give, like, you know, a male wrestler one half of a female title, it to me, it looks like you're saying that you need a man to hold that title and make it relevant. I don't think that really Knockout had to do that because TNA Knockout division had a lot of great wrestlers and Awesome Kong, Gail Kim, the Beautiful People. You know, I mean, not Dana Brooke, Tessmacher, which, you know, she was mostly looks, but she did have some kind of like in-ring like ability.
I mean, Tara was over there, and they really did have the best women's division for a while.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mickie James was there,
right?
So Maria Kanellis was there. I mean, a lot of them even were like old WWE wrestlers, but I mean, like they really showed you that, you know, women were capable of being more than just divas, you know?
Right.
But I mean, TNA did it. I always thought that TNA at that time had a better women's division than WWE. I think the Knockouts were always better than the divas.
I definitely agree.
Because they were capable of, like, you know, because I mean they're in that position to where, you know, if they wanted to make a living, they had to have those high impact matches. And they always did, but they were always able to be sexy while doing it. So they had best of both worlds. They didn't have to have bra and panty matches and mud matches and shit to get over as being sexy. You know?
I mean, definitely, because to me, and I tried to get my girlfriend, because she's a big women's wrestling fan. I was like, you need to watch the Knockouts.
She's also a Tom Brady fan.
I mean, nobody's perfect.
That's true. I mean, David Arquette won this.
God damn it. You're as bad as Rosenberg bringing up Hulk Hogan should play everybody in a movie.
No, but no, Liz should have checked. Well, mental Mary. Let's not break kayfabe here.
Oh yeah.
No, I think she would get a kick out of the Knockouts, especially a lot of the Gail Kim matches. I think Gail Kim had her best matches in TNA.
I mean, she was pushed way better in TNA, and when she was in WWE, like we were just talking about, it was a time of the good-looking diva, not the wrestler. You know.
So we agree Gail Kim is ugly?
I think she's cute.
That's why you say to ugly people.
All those women told me I was cute.
I know. I had $1 for every time.
Oh my god!
I know, right?
You're so cute, but I won't blow you.
I know,
wait,
right?
what?
Exactly, right? It's like you look like your penis looks weird. So you got like
anyhow. I think that when, to me, when Natalya came up is when the women's division in WWE started getting better, and they started building the division there.
See, I don't believe that.
Well, I mean,
I think when AJ kind of like came into her own about that, I think that's when like women like really kind of came into like the division, like where the women's division truly started. I think it started with AJ.
I give you that.
Yeah, keep in mind Natalya's been there for almost a decade now. Yeah. And like the first half of she was almost like manager like with
Kid and what's his face.
Yeah, Davy Boy's
Yeah.
kid, the Hart Dynasty.
Right.
And then even after that, I mean, like, yeah, she was Divas champion, but I mean, like, she didn't have the impact she has now. I think being like the actual veteran now, she could do a lot more. But I mean, like, if you want to go back to that far, you could say Beth Phoenix kind of started it.
Yeah, Beth Phoenix is definitely a wrestler.
She ran that shit like right after Lita and Trish left,
and was scary and beautiful all at the same time.
Yeah, I think it just really. I think it just comes down. Everyone's gonna have their own like idea of it. Like, you know, Trish and Lita started it, or you know, like you said, you think Natalya started it, you know, or AJ started it, or maybe it just started really when Paige came up and won the title that night, or you know, when you know the Horsewomen showed up. I mean, like the timelines are so skewed that unless you really go in, you can't really find that moment on okay, when did the bra and panty matches end and when did the actual wrestling begin? You know.
Yeah, when did we stop going out for a cigarette during the women's matches is really what it boils down to.
Probably when Paige won the title then, if I had to think about it logically. Yeah. And but I mean, even then, they're still considered divas at that moment.
That's true.
They weren't women, I think, because like, was it last WrestleMania is when they crowned the women's champion? No, it was 2 WrestleManias ago.
2 WrestleManias ago.
Okay. Yeah, because that's when Charlotte got the new title.
Right.
Okay. So 2 years ago is when they even became women, but Paige won it like 3 years ago, like the year before that, a year and a half before that, whatever it was. The WrestleMania. It had been like.
No, I thought she won it on Raw.
She won on the Raw the day after WrestleMania.
Okay.
But I can't remember if it was the year before that or 2 years before that. Like how long ago. But, anyways. Ember Moon, speaking of women wrestling, Ember Moon taking on.
Segway.
What the fuck is that? Shayna Baszler? I apologize to you, Shayna, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. That's on me. I think it's Shayna?
Shanna?
Shanna? I really don't know. Ember Moon versus her.
Ember Moon versus
her.
That bitch looks scary.
Yeah, she was the Ultimate Fighter from the Mae Young Classic.
Oh.
Yeah. Which, if you get an opportunity, I think it was either last week or the week before on NXT. Go back and watch her destroy. I can't remember the. I think it was the winner of the Mae Young Classic. I can't remember. Her name, but I think she was in that Fatal 4-Way for the title that Ember Moon won. I see her like destroy that girl's arm. It was intense. But,
what? Blah, blah, blah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you can talk too. It's okay. This is your show, too.
Oh, yeah, I get to talk.
Come on, Robin. What's up?
Jumping G. Willikers, Batman.
God.
I picked the last 2 first. Go ahead and pick that one.
Ember Moon. Yeah, I think Baszler's still kind of too new in the company to get any kind of push at the moment. I think
I'll just choose Baszler to be a dick, so.
Okay. Yeah. I think Ember. I believe Ember is really doing like a good job of like holding the NXT Women's division.
Yeah,
I think she's great at it, and I think they're just gonna let her hold on to it probably just a little bit longer, and then kind of see like how, and Baszler could eventually like hold that title. I don't think she's ready yet. I don't think she's ready for the next stage. I don't want to call it the big stage because obviously that's WWE, but the next stage.
So. The next match is what mostly is appealing to me on this card.
Yeah, well, and this should be the main event to me, just because it's one of those stipulation matches. It's the only stipulation match on the card. With NXT being in Philadelphia, they kind of want to grab those ECW roots, so they're taking Aleister Black taking on Adam Cole in an Extreme Rules match, which I mean obviously. WWE Extreme Rules isn't compared to what ECW's Extreme Rules used to be. But I'm trying to wonder if like maybe like how we talked about a potential for ECW to be rebranded and relaunched on the the WWE network because they could potentially have better Extreme Rule matches. Now, could this be an opening to show what they're capable of doing on the network?
I mean, it's very possible. And you have these 2 pretty much like top of their game athletes about to go at it. And anything counts anywhere.
Yeah. Anything counts anywhere, yeah.
Anything counts anywhere, except for pinfalls.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, just love the hair, bro.
It's a good thing we're not on camera.
I see, I can see this being like a good match for like Aleister Black, because like I don't know too much about Adam Cole. I didn't follow a lot about Adam Cole. Still, to be honest, with him being in WWE, I still don't follow a lot of him. But Adam Cole doesn't seem much like an Extreme Rules kind of guy, but Aleister Black does.
Yeah, based on just look purely.
Oh, yeah, I'm judging by looks. Absolutely, looks only.
Oh, judge that book.
Fuck,
that book.
But, I mean, if you look at ring ability, Aleister Black, I mean, he doesn't need a weapon.
No.
But
that dude's lethal as fuck, man. When your finisher is a straight kick to the face, you're a badass.
Oh, fuck yeah. So who are you going with? I mean, is the Undisputed Era going to help Adam Cole win? Is Adam Cole going to win on his own? Is Aleister Black going to...
I see Black winning. I think this is a platform for Black to move on to the title picture.
Okay. I'm going to pick Adam Cole just to be different. I saw the Undisputed Era maybe coming out and helping, but I think I think the Undisputed Era is going to come out and help. I think Aleister Black will try to do what he can against them, but I think there's strength in numbers, so we'll see. Who knows? Maybe the Undisputed Era will come out to help out Adam Cole, and then you got the Author of Pain who come out to kind of run a little defense.
That seems like a pretty lethal combination. Yeah. Aleister Black and the Author of Pain, man.
Yeah, turn that into a major 6-man tag. Who knows? I mean, that shit could happen.
WWE, if you're listening.
I know, right? I mean, fucking just hire us, man.
Right?
I could give you such a better 25-year anniversary of Raw.
Oh, way better.
Oh, I would have made the Razor 1-2-3 Kid rematch. Fuck it.
I'll give you $20,000 if you beat me.
What's weird is when Shawn and Triple H came out, doing their DX thing, they announced how they didn't come alone. The Road Dogg and Billy Gunn came out, and then they said, "Well, we didn't come alone." And then X-Pac came out, and everyone's chanting 1, 2, 3, and he kind of just says thank you, like he doesn't really acknowledge it because he's really wanting to announce Razor Ramon coming out. I think it would have been nice if they didn't announce Razor. Razor just came out.
I'm the bad guy.
Yeah. So, but I don't know.
Did he do his thing? Did he do his little...
No?
No,
fuck no. I don't think he can move like that anymore. In fact, the only thing I remember him saying is, "Hey, yo," and then he got interrupted. And then the Balor Club came out, and they all kind of two-sweeted there in the middle with each other.
Aww.
I know, right? It was a precious moment, to say the least. So
I did watch the table for 3, and I believe it was Finn Balor and
the Hardys.
I think the Kevin Nash, I think. No, AJ Styles and Kevin Nash.
AJ Styles, Kevin Nash, and X-Pac.
Yeah. And Styles was asking how they felt about them, using that.
Wait, no, it wasn't X-Pac. It was Shawn Michaels.
Was it Shawn Michaels? I don't remember.
I'll look. Just keep talking. I'll look.
So, and I mean, Styles was asking, how they felt about them using it, and Nash was like, they didn't care. They thought it was awesome that it was being passed down to another generation. That way, it just lived on. They didn't really mention about how they had cease and desisted New Japan Pro Wrestling, which I don't think they should have done. I think if something like that your company started and keeps going, if somebody looks that up, it brings them back to your company. Yeah. So no matter what, you're getting the respect or due to creating that. Just
I know
someone doesn't suck it.
I know you're thinking, but I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, but when you mentioned WWE creating it wasn't so much WWE creating it. It was actually a Click thing,
right?
Before even WWE.
But WWE is going to take the credit for that being.
WWE takes credit for everything.
Oh yeah,
yeah. They created the cage match. Yeah, let me see here. Where is it at?
I'm a big fan of the table for three, but I do pick and choose which ones I want to watch. I haven't just watched them all.
I watch them all. And I gotta say, I can't find it. No, don't know where it's at. I'm going to have to pause it to look. I found it. It was actually back in April. I didn't think it was that long ago.
Yeah, I mean, I don't keep up with the show like that. I just watch it here and there.
Yeah. But I mean, it actually kind of works out. So it was Nash, Michaels, and AJ Styles.
Right.
But I really didn't realize it till just now, but that's WWE, WCW, and TNA.
Right.
So that's pretty fun, cool. Table 3 is actually a pretty good show. I definitely recommend watching it. It's on WWE Network.
For $9.99.
For just $9.99. I also saw, I think it was sometime last week, that signing up for WWE Network now, it gives you 2 free months. Instead of the original 1 free month, 2 free months.
I'm not happy with that. I've been paying for a subscription since the damn thing came open.
I know. WWE should sponsor us.
They should sponsor us.
Yeah, we do talk about them a lot.
Or at least give us free network.
Yeah, more than we wanted to. So
a lot more than we wanted to.
So, but yeah, no, check out Table for 3. It's awesome, and make sure you got the Network to see the Royal Rumble and NXT Takeover. Wow, that's not Canadian. NXT Takeover, eh? Holy shit! Look at me go. Method actor. Oh, yeah.
Get yourself some maple syrup and start drinking it.
Yeah. Another shrimp on the bobby. See, that's Australian. God, I'm all over the fucking world.
Jesus, that coffee must be kicking in now.
Easy, mate. All right. Last match on the match card. And that's one thing I like about NXT, too. I mean, they give you 5 matches. I think it's only an hour and a half or 2 hours long. I think it's 2 hours long. But they fill those 2 hours, with just 5 matches, to where you look at the fucking Royal Rumble or WrestleMania shit, and they give you 15 fucking matches, with 5 of them pre-shows.
This is the pre-show? This is the pre-show? Yeah.
This one's going to be on Monday Night Raw, but it's a pre-show. What? Post-shows now. Andrade Cien Almas, who is your current NXT champion, taking on Johnny Wrestling. Johnny Gargano.
I think it's Gargano's time. The way things have been flowing.
Why? Why does that have to be his time?
Why not?
Come on.
He just had the Fatal 4 victory. He got himself into the Fatal 4. He's been on a roll. Cien can't hold her forever.
Oh, God, no. Definitely not. But, I mean, Gargano, really?
Why not?
I don't know. Kind of looks like an aged Frodo.
What the fuck?
I mean, he was the other guy in DIY.
He was the other guy in DIY. Yeah, where's the other guy in DIY?
He's injured because he puts his body on the line and shit.
Well, he's a wrestler. He doesn't have to. I like watching Johnny wrestle. Doesn't he do that middle rope thing?
I haven't bought into him yet.
You haven't bought into him?
No. A lot of it's it sounds like hype to me. I can't even give him credit for the Fatal 4-Way victory, because if it wasn't for the Undisputed Era, Aleister Black would have probably won. I mean, he probably won because of storylines and shit, but I don't know. Johnny Wrestling. So is that who you're going to go with?
I'm going to go with Johnny Wrestling.
You're going to go Johnny Wrestling?
We're so high tech here.
I'm gonna go with Almas. Talk about my pen and post-it note.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, man. Yeah. So simplicity is key.
T versus D.
T versus D. That's right. All right, so I picked up Venereal Disease, Undisputed Era, Ember Moon, Cole, and Almas. You got Ono, Authors of Pain. Baszler, I gotta listen for her name. Shayna? Maybe it's Shayna. Could it be Shayna?
Shayna?
Maybe it's Shayna. Shayna sounds more accurate. Aleister Black and Johnny Wrestling. So, this is actually the first card we've ever made where each of our picks are different. So, good job. So there will be
a decisive winner.
Yeah. Odd number of matches. Fuck yeah. Unless one of those matches turn out to be a double count out.
Double count out, we tie.
Right? So.
Son of a bitch!
It's like, God. These tournament events are just as bad as one David Arquette. Oh, I'm not sure if you noticed, but this whole being high tech with the post-it notes.
I know, I saw that earlier. I was like, oh man, we're going to be doing hella fucking...
I know. There's a lot of predictions. Well, because the Sam's Clubs are closing down in the area, so my mom went shopping. And she's like, hey, do you need anything while I'm out here? And I'm trying to think of shit I need around my desk. Like I definitely need a stapler, a nameplate.
A nameplate?
And I was like, see if you got any posters. I'm running out of posters. Like, yeah, they got posters. I'm like, cool, just grab me a pack of them. I didn't realize it was that fucking thing. I thought it was like... like a couple few packs now.
Everything at Sam's Club comes 10 times bigger than what you needed.
Yep, 27 pads of notepads. So we're gonna be good on predictions, posts,
all over the room.
Hell yeah!
Your white room is gonna become yellow Post-it notes.
This white room is gonna be filled with wrestling memorabilia once I start up the Wrestle Club. I'm so excited for February. I mean, I'm bummed that I have to wait till February 11th to register for it, but I'm really excited when I do.
That's awesome.
So I'm super excited for that. But I'm also super excited because it's going to give fans an opportunity to, interact with us more. And it's going to give us an opportunity to do more for the show. Facebook Lives where we do the unboxings and we put the pictures of the stuff inside the box on Instagram. And who knows, maybe even moving into, YouTube videos and stuff like that. It's going to help us grow as a podcast, but it's going to help grow our interaction with our fans as well. So
catapult us into the next generation of JFW.
Yeah. I think we're trying to work out some things where potentially maybe you are getting a different box on your end. So we'll kind of see how that goes too.
A box!
Yeah. I almost got the WWE Slam crate a couple weeks ago. I almost went for both.
Ooh.
I was trying to justify it. I think I might be able to. I don't know.
Travisty's drinking tap water.
Travisty's eating pedigree food. Alright, WWE Road to WrestleMania Royal Rumble this Sunday. Technically tomorrow. Because this show is coming out today. So we could do, it's coming out today. It should be out in a few hours from where we're recording right now. So it's going to be a good day. Royal Rumble's coming up. They I think they announced some of the pre-matches yesterday, actually.
Which, yet again, another title is being defended on a fucking pre-show.
Yep. So, real quick, the original matchups and everything included Enzo Amore taking on Cedric Alexander in the Cruiserweight Championship. Fortunately, it does not look like Enzo's going to be able to make it. Also, we're supposed to have the finals tournament for the U.S. title for Jinder Mahal and Bobby Roode, but obviously that happened last week on SmackDown. So instead, what we got here is 3 pre-show matches, and then we have 6 main show matches. So we'll do what we always do. We'll start with the pre-show. Bobby Roode, who is the current U.S. champion, against TBD. So I don't know much about TBD. I guess he's an indie guy.
He might be an indie guy.
Probably a local kind of a put over Bobby Roode.
Maybe he's tag team partners with Bankett.
Oh, maybe. He's probably the other guy of that tag team though, because I don't even know what TBD stands for.
I'm pretty sure we're both gonna pick Bobby Roode.
I don't know, man.
You really gonna take the mystery partner, the mystery opponent?
What if that mystery opponent's EC3?
I still pick Bobby Roode.
If you have, I'm just saying, I want to pick Bobby Roode, but when you look at the TBD, it could be anybody, man. And if you bring just anyone right into the main roster,
I am a real American,
right? Like, yeah. And obviously, it's not going to be Hulk Hogan because they don't want that racist back. but Mr. America? Right? Huh?
Oh, Jesus.
Right? I mean, come on.
Oh, man.
They can bring back Mr. America. It's Hulk Hogan who's the racist.
It's David Arquette.
It's gonna be David Arquette, man. I don't know. It's really hard to like say. Oh, it's definitely gonna be by Root, because if it was somebody, I'm gonna say it has to be somebody brand new who's coming into the roster.
James Storm.
I can see. Oh my God, can you imagine that match?
Could you imagine the pop?
If it's James Storm, I'm gonna be upset because it's not on like the pay-per-view.
Right.
That they pre-showed it. Because I mean, I don't watch the pre-show matches. I'll be completely honest, I don't. I'm probably gonna have to watch now to because I'm a huge Bobby Roode fan. I mean, I fucking mark for Bobby Roode.
Yeah, we've been following Bobby Roode for a while.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. So you're gonna go with Bobby Roode?
I'm gonna go with Bobby Roode.
Okay, I'm gonna go with TBD. Just on the off chance it's somebody new, and you want to give a.
It's gonna be Dolph Ziggler.
It could be. Could be Dolph.
It's gonna be a masked Dolph Ziggler.
It's gonna be a masked Dolph Ziggler. It's gonna be the Canadian Kid.
The Canadian Kid.
Because the Miz wants to win the U.S. title too. But yeah, I mean, the possibilities are endless. And who knows? Maybe TBD could be Dolph Ziggler to win the title back, and Bobby Roode goes into the Royal Rumble, wins, and faces Styles at WrestleMania.
Ooh.
Right?
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, the possibilities are endless in that one. I don't know how you pick a Royal Rumble winner. All right, anyways, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson are taking on the Revival.
I got the Revival.
You got the Revival?
The Revival's just on that hot streak. They're coming back, so they're looking to break some teeth.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick Revival too. I'm gonna pick what you picked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think with the Revival finally being healthy, knock on wood, not to fucking jinx them.
Right.
They're finally gonna get that push that that they needed, and I think this could potentially be one of the few tag teams, if I recall, and I could be wrong, that actually work on the main roster. I mean, American Alpha's not together anymore.
Nope.
No, the Wyatts aren't together anymore.
Nope.
I mean, they're kind of back together now, but as the Bludgeon Brothers, and it took a few years. What was your team? I was just thinking of Blake and Murphy. Were the original tag team that came up from NXT, but they're not even there anymore.
I was gonna say,
yeah,
they're barely a remembrance in my mind.
Oh yeah, they haven't been on NXT taping since October. So yeah, so I think the Revival could be the one tag team that really sticks through. Ryder and Mojo Rawley, same thing. They came up, they were tagged, they were the Hype Bros in NXT. They came to be the Hype Bros in SmackDown, but now they're not together anymore.
That was destined to fail.
Yeah, it was Ryder. So he's no David Arquette. How do you think Zach feels knowing that Arquette's held a higher prestige title than he did?
Ryder had the internet title.
How do you think Ryder feels knowing that Hawkins is more over than him because he has 171 straight losses?
Who are they gonna give that? Who are they gonna give that win to? You know what I mean?
Oh god, Ellsworth. I'm gonna hold off on the Rumble matches.
We got this 6-man tag team here. That's pre-show.
Yeah.
I think this should have been a 6-man elimination match for the Cruiserweight title.
Right. Kalisto, Lince Dorado, and Gran Metalik are taking on TJP, Gentleman Jack Gallagher, and Drew Gulak. I love Drew Gulak. He is fucking amazing. Come on, you gotta admit, not wrestling ability, but those like little
his
gimmick
little quirks.
Yeah, in the background with the, when fucking Enzo, was flirting with Nia and shit like that. You think Nia knew that Enzo was a rapist before she started hitting on him?
I think maybe she was gonna rape him.
Right? They kind of saw the signs, like I can fight him off, but. But the Gulak, the Drew Gulak stuff that he did during that stuff was pretty fucking funny.
I liked when Enzo couldn't talk and.
Go away, Alexa. Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember saying Alexa. So.
No.
Anyways. Yeah. You were saying. Before that bitch interrupted us.
Fucking cunt.
Go make me a sandwich, Alexa.
when Enzo couldn't talk and Gulak had to do his intro, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, no, I like him. I can see him like having like a main role on 205. Not so much being champion right now, but like a main role. But I mean, like,
I like Gentleman Jack too, though.
I like. There's a lot of people in 205 Live that I enjoy, but they're just not doing something right. And I heard, this coming week in 205 Live they're announcing an actual general manager.
Yeah. I wonder who that could be.
It doesn't matter. 205 Live. I mean, like they really fucking shit the bed on 205 Live. It's not getting over like they wanted to, and
you can't put it on like SmackDown ends at 9:00 at night.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you're gonna put it on from 9 to 10.
It should have gone on Thursdays.
It should have gone on Thursdays.
Should have gone on Thursdays,
or even maybe sometime during the weekend.
No, Thursday. Why put it on the weekend?
It just to break it up a little bit.
So what do you do during the weeks when NXT Takeover is on Saturday and the pay-per-view is on Sunday?
Fuck 205 Live. They already suck it up anyway.
Oh, fucking 205 Live now, right? I mean, it's a real David Arquette of a situation.
Jesus Christ. This is just as bad as the pun apocalypse we had.
I know, right? Yeah, I should start making a slash mark count for how many times I reference Arquette. Oh my god! But no, it's. I think Thursday. If they did Thursday at 7, I think it would get a lot more viewing. Now you're like getting wrestling throughout the entire fucking week. So when you have like those main pay-per-view months like Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and everything, you have 6 days of wrestling. Pay-per-view on Sunday, Raw on Monday, SmackDown on Tuesday, NXT on Wednesday, 205 Live on Thursday. You're off on Friday, but you have the NXT Takeover will finally Saturday. But I mean, I think it works better that way. I think more people watch like at 7 p.m. on a weekday because they don't want to stay up until like 9 o'clock to watch it. If they have to get up in the morning, or kids have to go to school. And
most people, I mean, I don't, but a lot of people watch the news. The news starts at 9, it goes to 11. You can switch channels, and it starts at 10 on another channel. I just think most people watch the news or switch the channel, or the kids go to bed at that time and they want to watch something more adult. Or, I mean, I know for us it's like put on Criminal Minds or some shit. And so I'm not going to sit there and bust out the WWE network after watching TV when I got the TV right there.
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah, and you're absolutely right. So they need to change the time of it. What would be awesome if they did revive ECW and put that on Fridays. Oh, my God. 5 days of fucking wrestling every single week. But I don't know.
This would change to a 2-hour show.
maybe Rey Mysterio will be the new GM. I heard there were talks of him coming back.
Ooh.
But I mean, I don't see him being like an in-ring GM. So if he did come back, Chavo, I can see Chavo coming back.
Ooh,
you think it'd be a cruiserweight?
I'm saying GM.
I know, but do you see it being a cruiserweight coming as a GM for it?
I would think so.
Yeah.
It's
the Great Muta.
Great Muta.
The Great Muta.
It's going to be Big Show.
It's going to be Enzo.
My name is Eric Arndt.
Right? He fucking screws someone over on title. Like, you just raped me on my... Big Cass. You hear him and Carmella broke up?
Really?
Yeah. Little behind the scenes news there. Yeah, they broke up. So, your Queen of Staten Island's available. All right. Right. Oh my god. Okay.
I feel like she'd hurt me.
God, yeah.
In so many ways I'd probably enjoy.
Well, what do you think of her finishing choke? That wrapping her legs around like the neck choke. It's like a goofy looking triangle choke kind of thing. You ever seen her finish her?
I don't think I've seen it.
You don't see it too much because she never really wins. So. Oh, yeah, that was
that was a long way to take a shot at her.
I didn't mean to take a shot at her. It just came to me. Anyways, Kalisto, Lince Dorado, and Grand Metalik are taking on TJP, Jack Gallagher, and Drew Gulak. Who's winning?
Fuck if I know.
I know, that's why I kind of forgot all about this one and kind of want to skip to the main show. But
let's go with the Kalisto team.
Yeah? I got Team Kalisto.
I like Kalisto.
I'm going to go with TJP.
Suicide.
I'm going to need to actually post it. I need 2 posters for this bad boy, I know, right?
Good thing we got this industrial-sized post-it notes over here.
I think I'm going to get like a whiteboard to put right there.
Maybe a cork board.
No, not cork. I want white.
It's your house, bro.
Fuck yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. Every room in this... No, man,
I'm going to tell you how to live.
Yeah, we can just put a whiteboard right there. Yeah. Leave that wall open for autographs and shit.
Pictures with superstars.
I can't afford to go to shows to get pictures of superstars. And I'm pretty sure fucking Hulk Hogan's not walking into fucking local Piers on Burkotts, you know?
Hulk Hogan charges $100 for a fucking autograph and a picture.
Right.
He can go fuck himself. It ain't the 80s.
Like on the beach. Oh, you want to give him an autograph? Yeah. Fuckless leather skin turtle. All right. So. All right. Usos taking on Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin in a 2 out of 3 falls for the tag team championships. So you're picking the Usos. Nah. Who are you picking?
Usos.
Yeah, picking the Usos.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to pick Gable and Benjamin.
I could see it going either way, really.
It could go either. I mean, it definitely could. I mean, obviously the Usos has more chemistry, not only being, tag team partners for so long, but, literally being twin brothers.
Right.
But I think they're looking to push Chad and Benjamin a lot more. And I think with their heel run here, I think that opens up the possibility to be like a better tag team like right now. Like them being a better tag team, not better tag team overall, because I mean obviously, SmackDown has a lot of great tag teams, right, and Gable and Benjamin are at the top of that. But I don't know, I think they will take it. I think they'll cheat to do it because I mean that's what heels do.
Win's a win.
Yeah. Jordan and Rollins taking on the Bar in a regular tag team title match.
All right. Well, I chose last one first. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Rollins and Jordan.
Well, I'll go with the Bar. I think Jordan's gonna fuck it up.
I think Jordan's gonna cheat to win.
Ooh.
I mean, we saw what he did in the Rollins Balor match. He tripped Balor, causing the awesome return of the curb stomp. So I think now they're gonna slowly turn him into a heel, and I think he's going to cheat with like either a low blow or an eye gouge or something to
pull the tights.
Yeah, something to show a win.
Right.
AJ defending his championship in a handicap match against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
I got Owens and Zayn.
You got Cammy?
Cammy.
You got Cammy?
7.
7. What was Styles? It's not a 7. What?
Sammy plus Kevin. 7.
So I'm picking Styles.
Oh, it only works when you do it, huh?
AJ Styles made up Cammy. I didn't make up Cammy.
Oh, really?
Watch SmackDown once, you fuckhead.
Hey, man, I didn't have cable.
This was 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
No,
I might have been high. Who knows?
AJ made up Cammy, but he really ran with it. They're called Cammy. It's Cammy, Kevin, Sammy, Cammy. I'm like, hey, calm down, fucking father. Ease up. Fucking dad joke bullshit. I don't know. I think. Why do you think Kevin and Owens? Is it just a numbers game, or?
I'm thinking the numbers game. I also think it's a better story. That if Kevin and Sammy win, and then, like I had said before, that they have to fight to see who is WWE champion, and whoever wins with that will face AJ at WrestleMania.
So is it safe to assume if Owens and Zayn win the championship, is that going to make it more logical for a Raw guy to win the Royal Rumble? I mean, we kind of know who's going to win it.
Yeah. I mean, we're both pretty much on the same page with the winner of the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. I think, like, the way I see it, we'll come back to it when we get to the men's Royal Rumble. But Lesnar taking on Strowman and Kane.
Lesnar.
I
don't want him to win. I want Lesnar to go away, honestly. But
I'm going to pick Strowman. I'm doing Strowman. All right. 2018 Men's Royal Rumble. 30 men entering the ring. We got, obviously, we got 2 minutes starting now. I think every 2 minutes, next guy enters. The people who are already declared themselves in the Royal Rumble, we got Elias, Randy Orton, Shinsuke Nakamura, John Cena, Finn Balor, Baron Corbin, Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt, Rusev, Aiden English, Apollo Crews, Titus O'Neil, The Miz, Ty Dillinger, Big E, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, and Roman Reigns. Obviously, there's a lot open for NXT guys. Maybe some surprise returns or surprise debuts. If you had to guess, like, who would be your most shocking but unlikely return? Let's do shocking and unlikely before we do like
returns or shocking and unlikely.
Like shocking, like either way, debut, return, whatever. What entrant would be like? You would never see it happening, but it could happen.
David Arquette.
Really?
No.
I know, but I mean, like, I'm surprised it's like this hard for you to answer. Like, I knew
return.
Yeah, debut, return. I mean, whatever. I mean, I knew
debut EC3.
What about return?
Return. Probably Big Cass.
I'm really surprised by that answer.
Why?
Punk.
Oh, that would be.
There's rumors. I mean, obviously they're all rumors, but I mean, like, that's a shocking, like, return. Cass ain't gonna be back until after WrestleMania. That I know of.
Really?
Yeah, he's out for at least 9 months, and yeah, he's definitely not gonna come back until after WrestleMania. I'm surprised you wouldn't say Punk right off the bat, man.
How many times have I heard the Punk return stories that I can't believe.
You always assume it's going to be the best surprise in the world.
But when that best surprise in the world hasn't happened yet,
yeah,
it just goes away.
Yeah, how many times have you seen Santa drop your gifts off? Yeah.
Don't fucking knock Santa.
I think, EC3 would be an awesome entrant into it. And see, that's the weird thing, too, is like, they mentioned EC3 showing up at developmental, but they don't say anything about signing him.
Right.
They do mention signing War Machine and Ricochet. I mean, could they possibly, be, in the Royal Rumble?
It's crazy. It's how do you know Big Cass? I thought Big Cass he's been gone for a while though.
Yeah.
So he's still not going to be around?
Yeah, he got injured around SummerSlam. He's going to be out for 9 months.
Yeah.
So, unless he's able to make like like a fucking like prayed by God kind of recovery, I don't see it, especially for an ACL.
I just figured he'd been back. I know Ambrose ain't going to be back until probably after WrestleMania.
Oh, he definitely, yeah. He's not going to be back till after WrestleMania. Yeah. Cass won't be back till after WrestleMania. I think I kind of like figured that out on Total Divas because I was watching it. They finally aired the episode that was recorded during the time he got injured, which was roughly around SummerSlam. I think they said that he would be out for a minimum of 9 months. And SummerSlam was in August?
Right.
Yeah, so, I mean, you're looking at May, June before he comes back.
Man, that's so sad. I like Ambrose.
No, I'm talking about Cass. I'm not talking about Ambrose right now.
I thought you just said Ambrose.
No, I didn't.
Wow.
You said Ambrose.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, Ambrose should be back. I mean, Ambrose should only be out for like 4 months. He should be back after WrestleMania. He's definitely not going to make WrestleMania. He should be back after WrestleMania.
Yeah, because they have him scheduled for All Access the day of WrestleMania, which they normally don't do with people who are performing at WrestleMania.
Yeah, so there's 18 guys who have been declared for the Royal Rumble, which means you got 12 openings for, future or, potential debuts, potential returns, one-off kind of things. I mean, can you think of a legend who may show up in the,
Tatanka? I could see maybe Nash showing up.
No, not Nash.
No?
No, he just had knee surgery. You really got to get up on the news, bro.
I thought he had the knee surgery and
if he can't travel to the 25th anniversary of Raw, I think he's actually going to step in that ring. Where'd you go, Robin?
Not Batman yet.
I don't know. I don't see Kevin Nash really being part of Royal Rumble anymore. I mean, he's been a surprise entrance at least 3 times. And that's not when he's been part of the memory. I would love to see like maybe Scott Hall run in there, but I think like after like everything he's been through, I don't think he really has the capability to do that. Vader, I think, still could do it.
Vader's in bad shape from last I heard.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, they better get him in the Royal Rumble or the Hall of Fame then. I don't know. Dudley's maybe. Dudley's I could see.
I know Devon's around. But...
MVP. He was at the 25th anniversary of Raw.
How was that? I didn't even see him. I didn't even hear nothing about him.
All they did is just play a poker game. The APA was in the back playing poker with Slater and Rhino. The $1 Million Man showed up. Then the MVP showed up. Fucking Boogeyman was there. Coach was there. Teddy Long was there.
Boogeyman. It's so funny that Vince likes Boogeyman that much.
Boogeyman could be a surprise entrant.
Boogeyman could be a surprise entry.
Okay, so what about NXT guys coming up?
Sanity.
All of them?
Yeah, why not?
I can see Eric Young, but I don't see the other 2.
I see, okay, so if they do it and they bring Eric Young first, and then I see whatever show he goes to, then he brings the rest of Sanity with him.
Oh, yeah, I think when they get caught up to the main roster, I think he brings it with, but I think when it comes to just the Royal Rumble itself, I don't think they take up 3 spots for all of Sanity. I think it'll just be Eric Young coming up.
Yeah.
Adam Cole, I can see being part of it. Aleister Black, I can see being part of it. But, okay, so who's winning the Royal Rumble?
Roman Reigns.
And who's your dark horse?
Miz.
Alright, I'm also going with Roman because we kind of agreed like that's just going to happen. But my dark horse is going to be Elias.
That's you're picking a super dark horse.
There's something about the guy that like it. I mean, he has the look that I know Vince goes for. He did have that encounter with John Cena at the 25th anniversary of Raw, where John Cena interrupted his plan. They got into a fight. John Cena was about to AA him, and then he slid out, low blowed him, and hit him with a guitar. So you're gonna see an Elias John Cena match coming up soon. But I don't know. I think Elias is gonna win just for the fact, and obviously you don't know this because you don't watch Total Divas, but the Miz's daughter is supposed to be born 3 days before WrestleMania.
Oh Jesus!
Her due date's 3 days before WrestleMania. So I definitely don't think the Miz is gonna win just because, like, I think when he has that kid, he's gonna need time off, and you're not gonna, have the champion have time off.
Really? The champion will have to be at the show all the time?
If you're not Brock Lesnar, you do.
Because that hasn't been happening so far.
So probably the most exciting thing about the evening, I mean, even compared to the 30-man Royal Rumble, is the 30-women Royal Rumble. Which a lot of people are saying that this may be like the end of the show. This may be the last show, or last match of the show.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard that.
I don't think it will be.
I don't think it will be either. I think that, I definitely think the championships will be, but I think, everyone's saying that the guys' Royal Rumble will happen before the women's Royal Rumble on the show. But as of right now, we got Naomi, Asuka, Ruby Riott, Natalya, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Carmella, Tamina, Lana, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, Mickie James, Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, Lisa Fox, and Dana Brooke, all making their announcement into the first ever 30 women Royal Rumble. So real quick, surprise returns, surprise debuts.
I mean, I don't think the surprise returns are really that big of a surprise. I think you're going to see Lita. I think you're going to see Trish Stratus.
I knew what you meant.
Surprise debut. Rosemary. Be cool.
Yeah. You think LaRue might be, or LaRae might be,
I think she might be in it, but I don't think it'll be.
She won't win.
Yeah, she's not gonna win.
But I mean, like, maybe that's what that they got to developmental so early is so, they can make sure she is familiar with the WWE aspect of everything to be part of this Royal Rumble. I definitely see Ember Moon coming up and being part of the Royal Rumble. Nikki Cross coming up and being part of it. Trish Stratus and Lita are probably the top two I think would definitely be in it. Tori Wilson was at 25th anniversary and she looks in great shape. Kelly was there. She looked like she was in great shape.
I heard Michelle McCool.
Michelle McCool is probably more likely than even Trish and Lita. Trish dyed her hair blonde. Last time she was on, she was brown, but I think maybe she's dyeing it blonde to get back to like that original Trish look. Oh, Trish just come in and Mickey makes out with her again. Because that's what they did last time they were in the ring together.
All right.
So who's your definite pick and who's your dark horse?
I got Asuka, and then dark horse will be Nia Jax.
All right. I'm gonna go with Asuka, and originally my dark horse is gonna be Ronda Rousey because I hear a lot of people saying that she's gonna be the winner, but I'm gonna pick my girl Becky, just because I think it's not. I don't want you to assume I'm picking her just because I'm like she's my favorite.
Madly in love with her.
I know. I'm picking her because I know her and Charlotte put on great matches, and I think that could be a WrestleMania type match. I see it being a SmackDown star because of Charlotte Flair being champion. So I'm going to pick Becky as my dark horse. All I know is that I think if they have Ronda Rousey win, if she's in it, I think that would be like a real like bed shitter, like when Ellsworth grabbed the belt, the case.
I think that'd be one of those like Batista moments when Batista won the Royal Rumble last time. Mm-hmm. Like, no, it's cool to see Batista, but fuck him. We don't want him to win.
No. God, no. Oh, shit. Look at that. All right. Let's, so we got our predictions. I threw it on the wall of travesty there. Let's, before we close out the show, let's dive into your match of the week.
So, match of the week, because it is Royal Rumble Rican.
Rican? Yeah.
I did choose, I believe it is the 1992 Royal Rumble. Or not, it's somewhere in that Attitude Era where you had the nice mixture of these guys coming up and the nice mixture of the legends, or the now legends, that came together. Obviously, I can't tell you who won, but it was somebody's first win. That's all I can give you. And the spots were just amazing, and it's considered one of the top 10 best Royal Rumbles of all time.
Nice.
I forget what year it is, but I want to say 92. I could be very wrong.
Well, not bad. You'll find out what it is because we will post it on Facebook like we do with all the other ones.
Right.
It's going to be posted today on the 27th because the show's going to be posted today on the 27th. So, yeah, I mean,
think it's time to ring bell on this episode?
No, not yet.
No?
No.
Why?
So we got to plug our social media. Fuck.
Well,
yeah, wait
hop to it, damn it.
You don't say there's anything else until I ask you if there's anything else.
Oh.
We have been doing this for 28 episodes.
I mean, I still gotta fuck shit up.
God. Oh.
I
fucking Robin.
I love pissing you off.
You fucking jobber. But, yeah, no, check it out. Make sure you're watching NXT TakeOver. If you're watching this after this weekend, go back, go on Dating Network, watch NXT TakeOver. The guys put on great matches. I always recommend checking it out. And then make sure you check out the Royal Rumble too. Hope to God Roman doesn't win, but you know what? If Brock retains the title and AJ Styles wins, guaranteed Roman's gonna win the Royal Rumble. Anyways. But yeah, no, the match of the week we posted on Facebook, which you can find us at JFW Podcast or Just Freaking Wrestling, as well as you can find us on Twitter and Instagram. If you guys have any questions, recommendations for the show that you want us to talk about, or if you have any questions for us, you can email us at jfwpodcast@yahoo.com, or, send us a message on Facebook. Now, do you have anything?
Time to ring the bell on this episode.
Perfect. As always, I am Travesty.
I'm Dizzle J.
And thank you for listening to another episode of Just Freaking Wrestling, the JFW Podcast.
Peace.